Mr. Fitzpatrick was presenting the latest Adelphi paper from the IISS on avoiding the worst-case scenarios from the Iran nuclear situation. First, his conclusion was that Iran would have the latent capability to produce one nuclear weapon by the end of next year.
Within months, Iran's enrichment program will be at a point where they will have produced enough low-enriched uranium when, if further enriched, would be enough for one nuclear weapon. I don't know exactly when that month will come, but I think we can count it in single digits, so sometime next year. It will be the point that the Israelis used to call the point of no return. If Iran is bombed through military airstrikes, I think there's a very good chance that this could spur rather than retard Iran's development of a nuclear weapon, because I think it would cause Iran to devote the full resources at its disposal to get a weapon as fast as it can, pulling out of the NPT and going for it.
He said the United States and Europe had missed an opportunity when they turned down an Iranian offer of talks in 2003.
Iran offered a kind of a grand bargain to the United States and offered to the United States to talk about the nuclear program, to talk about Israel, to talk about terrorism, to get it all out on the table. And it was a great mistake that this offer by Iran in 2003 just wasn't taken up because it looked like the right side and the left side, the right hand and the left hand in Iran weren't coordinating, that Iran, while offering on one hand, was supporting terrorist acts against U.S. forces and allies on the other.
This former State Department official described the Israeli rattling of swords as possibly a useful support to diplomacy, but he did not think that Israel would have the capacity to make bombing Iran worthwhile. Diplomacy was the answer, and there had to be real incentives.
The trick is how to build a barrier between the latent capability and the building the bomb. I think that the best way is to continue a policy and strengthen it of sanctions, of export controls to prevent Iran from getting material and technology to further its program, financial pressure and sanctions that will prevent Iran from being able to finance the additional acquisition of materials and technology, and various other tools at the disposal of Western governments, including interdiction, the Proliferation Security Initiative. Meanwhile, I would suggest that engagement needs to be offered to Iran. I wouldn't do it by offering additional incentives up front. I think every time you offer additional incentives, you give Iran a reason to say, well, let's just wait a minute. If we hold back, we can let the other side give us more. So I think that would be it, on incentives for the time being. But engagement with Iran to demonstrate that the incentives that are on the table are real. I don't think they believe that when the United States joined the European incentives offer that the United States really would agree to supply state-of-the-art nuclear energy technology to Iran.
This former American official did see hope that a new administration under President Obama might be able to find new ways of engaging with Iran to prevent their dangerous, destabilizing development of nuclear weapons.